Hi everyone, I'm Manish Sharma. Welcome to the peer graded assignment for the course project, Human Factors in AI. Here are the outline. I'll be covering the grading criteria and all the 4 steps that is expected in the grading criteria. So the grading criteria talks about the task analysis, the user experience design, privacy considerations, and ethical considerations. So the problem that I've taken here is related to e-commerce, where often a lot of attributes are being missed when sellers are uploading catalog. And our goal is to generate those attributes using the image. This would help us improve the discoverability of SKUs that actually impacts the consumer experience. Can ML really help to solve it? Well, yes, we can leverage ML to parse product images and extract attributes. This can be used for enrichment of missing attributes. Here, the model can actually predict the attribute and render on the screen along with the probability, and user can choose to accept or reject. Does someone care? Well, yes. Cataloging is a big overhead and it is highly operational. So the cataloging heads, the category heads who are actually owning the business P&L, they would like to speed up the catalog. In fact, the way profitability here is measured is in terms of number of SKUs catalog per cataloger per day. And if we can actually improve it through machine learning, it would really help. So this is just a representation how we would actually render the attributes. So the image, the catalog images that are uploaded in the system would be displayed to the users. The user would be able to see the attribute along with the probability through which the model is able to categorize it. And user can choose to accept or reject. Some advanced variation could be we can auto approve where the probability is very high, let's say maybe 95% and above, because it is a classification problem. And we can also auto reject where the probability is less than 50% and let the user himself operate on it. So it is entirely up to us how do we want to improve our UX. But this is just a quick representation so that a user would be able to click on yes or no in order to choose to accept or reject. In case a user sees something which is a no, they would be getting a drop down which would have all the available attribute for that, but available options for that particular attribute, and they can just select that particular attribute. Now, this particular action would also give us a feedback and which we can use to retrain our model. So as per the representation that the way we are actually taking the user input. So for the first time, the model is trained on historical data. For second time, like when we are actually using the model on a regular day-to-day basis, the QC team who is actually rejecting or approving it, we leverage that particular data and retrain our model. This would actually improve our model accuracy and can be monitored over a period of time. In terms of transparency, showcasing confidence percentage will allow us to provide a clear prediction. User would also benefit from it. They can like spend lesser time on something where the confidence percentage is very high, spend larger time where the confidence percentage is very low. Communicating uncertainty. So in case image is not up to mark, when I say not up to mark, that means it has a poor DPI, image is pixelated, it is not clear, the image does not have a clear background. In all those cases, we can choose to reject the image directly instead of generating some prediction out of it. That would also help us to ensure the model is trained on very standard images so that we have a higher accuracy. Okay, privacy considerations. Since the data that we are feeding into the model holds no PI, it is just a catalog information, catalog images, which is supposed to anyways go public. There is no considerations around the privacy standpoint. The only thing that would be under data privacy is the user's data who would be accessing the model for catalog upload. In this case, we are not planning to actually SaaSify the product. Um, this would be used by internal teams, so a simple SSO login with relevant rights should suffice. Last is the ethical consideration. So, in terms of fairness, the model is actually generating just the attributes output on images. So, it is not performing any task that will create any bias towards an individual or a group. Hence, fairness is not a challenge here. So, in terms of accountability, there is a clear feedback mechanism available here. Leveraging the override trends, model performance can be monitored. And based on that, engineering and product team who is actually owning this particular platform should be able to take right steps to improve the model accuracy. The onus lies on the product engineering team over here. In terms of transparency, there's a clear visibility of data since we are clearly showcasing the input and the output. So, which is the product images and the product attributes option that is being generated. Model accuracy can also be published at various cuts, so which could showcase that for a particular category the model is performing well, for a particular category the model is not performing well. The product team would actually leverage that data, improve the model, train it further, or maybe tweak the model algorithms along with engineering to improve such categories. But for everything else where the model works well, we can actually let it run as is. Well, thank you.